Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Welcome to my channel. I have some thrifted and estate sale finds to share with you tonight, and I wanted to share with you what I bought and why I bought it and what I intend to use it for, because I'm trying to focus. I was on the no spend challenge. That was a challenge by Emily. And so I was on it, but apparently you can see I'm not on it anymore. But it did make me focus more on, when I was focusing on trying not to spend, when I did spend, it made me focus more on really getting items that I love and that are unique and not the everyday thing that you find. So that was really good, and I was kind of focusing on that before, but maybe once in a while I pick up something that I already have, and it was more of the same thing, so I'm trying not to do that. So this is what I ended up with in the last, I would say, week or two probably. I just have a little pile of things here that I've accumulated from thrift stores, estate sales, so I need to put them away now. So I wanted to share them with you, let you know what I was thinking about when I bought these. So they're kind of mixed up, thrift and estate, so I'll tell you where I got them. But like, this is a little, I saw this sitting at an estate sale on a desk, I think it was. I was like, oh, what is this? And it's a little one of those little rulers, that pulls out, and you can keep it in your purse. I did have one in my purse, because sometimes I have needed to measure something when I'm out in the thrift store or wherever shopping, and someone borrowed it from me and never gave it back to me. So this is actually a really nice one. It's very heavy, as far as for its size, and it's a metal. It's made by Stanley, and it's actually a metal little ruler here, so really cool. I really thought it was neat. I just picked it up at an estate sale for practically nothing, so just a nice little handy item there. This is really cool. I have never found this before, so this is very unique for me, and it's old computer paper. It doesn't have any kind of date, I don't believe, on it. It does have a barcode. So that means, as far as I know, the barcode started in 1974. So after 1974, or 1974 after. But it's computer paper. If you can see the little holes over here where the printers used to have that kind of feed through the printer. So I thought that was really cool. It's never been opened. It's Christmas paper. So I intend on using these in my Christmas journals from now, that I'm starting now. And so I am making some more. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I just really was excited to find this, because I've never found that type of old computer paper with the, the little feed on the side there. So fun find for me. And then let's see, we have here a couple of books. So when I'm looking at books, the same thing. I'm trying to focus on, books that I really, really love, not the everyday, and, unique and different from what I have already, and, the right size and everything. So, of course, these little ones, I don't buy all the little ones I see. I kind of tend to lean more toward, and especially now, toward the vintage, and I really like the cute, pretty ones, So, there's some that are cute and pretty, but that don't appeal to me. So they really have to appeal to me, and I really have to love them. And look at this little book, the Itsy Bitsy Spider, and it's got these cute little sunflowers. There's the spider. It's not a book that I have, this brand I hadn't really seen before. Copyright is 1988. It's a Marvel Monkey Tales book. And first of all, the cover is adorable. And then the inside was in really nice shape, and it just had these very colorful, adorable pictures. This is exactly what I look for when I'm looking for a book. Something really pretty, cute, colors. You know, that's just what I like. You know what I mean? When you look for a little vintage children's book, this is perfect. So, and I always like, if I see Dick and Jane, I know this is not an old one, but when I see Dick and Jane, I just love it because I don't see it that much. I've got a couple in now, and this one, I don't think I had this one when I was a kid. But anyway, it reminds me of one that I did have when I was a kid, so I love all the little characters in here and all the little animals and things. And this one is really pretty, even though it's probably not old, you know what I mean? So copyright is, if I see it, I will tell you. The most recent date here is, looks like 1984 is what I'm seeing right here. So possibly 1984. But really cute, and I would love to use these pages in a journal. So, and then this one, very unique and a very neat cover around the city. I saw it and I thought it looked neat, and usually I'll pick it up and look at the cover. First of all, can I use this for a journal? Yes. And second of all, I mean, look at the back even. Really nice. I mean, look at the helicopter. So cool. This has got to be, let's see what year it is. It's so cool, just the cover. This is from a school. So here's the name of the school here. Let's see if we can find a copyright. Not here. Here it is. Most recent copyright is 1972. So yeah, I thought it looked like a 70s book for some reason. And then when I looked in here, I mean, I thought the cover was cool, and then I looked in here and saw all these, look at this color in here. And just awesome, right? Just awesome. So that's like another perfect book cover. It's got the cover, it's got the pages, it's just got everything. So now I don't think I have bought fabric, of course, at a thrift store, but I found this and it was kind of scattered at the bins. I found this at the bins, and it was scattered throughout 2 or 3 bins. And they were next to each other. I don't know what happened, why they were scattered around, but I went through and picked them all out. And at first I was like, well, I'm not going to get all of these, but you know, if you think about how much it cost me, probably, you know, they do it by weight. They did these by weight. So, I mean, this doesn't weigh, I mean, a pound or 2 maybe. Probably doesn't even weigh 2 pounds. I would say it weighs, let me get, I'm pretty good at guessing weight now that I've mailed so many packages, but let me fold it in half. I'm going to say a pound, maybe a pound and a half. Not very much weight here. So it probably cost me hardly anything. But anyway, I thought, some of them I thought I picked out and I was like, I love these. I want to use these to make a journal. And then I thought, well, you know, they're all really pretty. I mean, the ones I put back, I put some back and I looked down at them. I was like, oh, those are so pretty. You know, even if I don't use them, maybe someone else can use them. You know what I mean? I could put them in my shop or whatever. So I'll just go through and flip through them real quick and show you. I'll show them to you. And like I said, I haven't really decided which ones I'm going to use, which ones I might put in my shop. But let me just flip through. What they are is from some kind of a sample book. This says bedspread and drapery on the back. So bedspread and drapery fabric sample book. They're all pinky sheared pretty much on the edges. So let me just flip through. You see this one had like peaches and yellows and blues. And here's some blues. So this is what I saw. And just, I mean, just the perfect size to make a journal, right? Cut it and use it for the cover and, you know, the inside and whatever I want to do. But just really pretty. I mean, I've never found anything like this, samples like this before. So I was just kind of, you know, again, it's unique, something unique that I've never found before. So, you know, that's what I'm looking for now. Unique things that I can make journals out of, and that makes my journals unique too, you know. So pretty, right? Mostly florals, as you can see, but you know how we like our botanical journals. So, I mean, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, they're all really pretty, and they're certain different, different fabrics or whatever. Maybe they even tell what they're made. Yeah, they do tell. Like, this is 100% cotton. You know, this one right here. So, look at this one. It's got a butterfly on it, and the yellows and greens, so pretty. 100% cotton on that one. Probably most of these are 100% cotton, I would say. I'll tell you if I see one that's different, but look at the texture on this is a little different. Kind of like a weave type look. 100% cotton though. And they're all pretty. All pretty, all different colors. Look at this one. I love this one. It's that weave again, whatever that is. 100% cotton. Isn't this one gorgeous? So pretty. Yeah, never found anything like this before. And they were all strewn around in between. They're in with the books. Like, they didn't belong there. I don't know how they got there, but I had to pick out and move the books around and dig them out, you know, from in between things. So I don't know if I left any behind or not, but I tried to get them all. Pretty. Look at this one. Got a butterfly. So like this, I would just pull off or cut off. I think most of it came off there. And it's 100% cotton. Is this one 100% cotton? Yep, they're all 100% cotton. And they're scotch guarded too. Extra protection for my journals, right? But I love that one. I love oranges and yellows. This is pretty. Look how pretty. I hope you can see the colors. And they're coming through in the camera because they're very, very pretty. Little string on that one. But look at that. No, those are flowers. They almost look like strawberries. It's really pretty. There's some blue up here. Blue all in here. I mean, very unique fabric. You know, I don't know if it doesn't have any kind of date on here. So I don't know, you know, if it's new or old or what. But just very beautiful. These are my favorites at the bottom. These are the ones I had picked out. And then I had put the ones on the top, I had put those back. And then I picked them back up because I was like, I looked back and I was like, oh, those are way too pretty for me to leave behind. Here's one of my favorites right here. I don't know why, I just love this one. The yellow and the blues and the reds, all the colors. So anyway, that's from the thrift store, from the bins. You never know what you're going to find at the bins. Okay, so this is from an estate sale here. I got this. Well, I got this. Got a few things. I like to put stickers on my on things. These are happy faces, so I usually put a sticker in my orders, some kind of a fun sticker on my orders. So these are a roll of happy faces. I mean, they'll last me forever, right? That was at an estate sale. This here, I don't want the holder. I don't want the holder. I just wanted the cards, but it was half price, so it was worth it, you know? It was worth getting the cards. But it's the, if it would have been the blank ones, I might have not bought them, but this is the lined ones. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you. I have a few of these, but not very many, and I don't find, whenever I find these, I buy them because I don't see them very often. And they have lines on both sides, so I love to use these in my journal. So I've got, you know, it looks like one that was never used, and there's, all of them are lined all the way through here. So A through Z, never used, you know. So that's cool. So I'm going to just take all those off of there. and maybe give this back to Goodwill because it's too big. I have one. I have a smaller one, like about like this, that I use to keep Rolodex cards on that I make myself, and so this one is just too big. I wouldn't keep that, but I'm keeping the cards, and it was worth it to buy the whole thing. I was going to ask him if I could buy the cards separate, but I was like, you know what, it's half price. It's worth that just for the cards. So, let's see. This is the rest of things I have to show you today. These, I don't think they have, like at Walmart, I don't think they have, I know they have colored 3x5 cards. I don't think they have colored 4x6. So that's why I got these. I don't have any colored. For these are unique for me. Maybe somebody else has 10 million of these, but I don't have any colored 4x6. So this was pretty neat. I like color, love colors, and so these are green, blue, like a peachy or almost orange, or apricot color, and a pretty pink color. And I love colored index cards. And sometimes if they're too big, and you can make journaling cards out of these, just cut them in half and round the corners, and you've got a cute little like 4x6. So it would be 3. What if you cut it in half? It would be 3 inches wide, like the perfect little journaling card for a journal, right? To put in a pocket or something, and then you can decorate them if you want. But I thought that was something unique for me, even though it's not like some great vintage thing. I just really, really love the colors on these, and the fact that they're 4x6, and I didn't have any. So something new to me and unique for me. And I haven't been buying cards unless I can find really tiny ones. So this estate sale had a bunch of cards. Now here's a couple long narrow ones, and it's Christmas. This is a Christmas card, or this is just one, and a long narrow envelope. If I ever find long narrow ones, I usually buy them because this is I guess this is like a gift card. Here's a little spot where you can put a gift card here. So yeah, if I find long narrow ones, I usually get them because I don't find those very often. And these were the smallest of the bunch that they had there. So I just picked all these out, and I kind of like picked them out and picked out an envelope with each one. And there's a lot of Christmas here, it looks like. And let's see, Christmas. This bottom part is Christmas, and then we have, you know, just some pretty florals here. And these envelopes are starting to brown, so I would say they are probably vintage when you see that, you know what I mean? They probably don't have any type of date on them. I would seriously doubt if they have a date on them, but let's look. Oh, 1999. So these do have a date on them. 1999, so that's vintage. This is, oh, these are made by, maybe you all have heard of her. I have heard of her. As I grew up through my teenage years, I remember hearing about her. And this is drawn by Joni Eareckson Tada. She's the girl that, you know, when she was a teenager, she dived into a lake and, you know, unfortunately, I think broke her neck or something, so she was paralyzed. So this is neat. I had no idea. I did not read it at the estate sale. But this is art by Joni. I believe she says, is it Joni or Johnny? I think it's actually Joni Eareckson Tada. Yeah, so that's cool. I've never seen any of her art before. So anyway, here's some other cards. Just pretty cards, and they're not too big. And so, you know, I can either use them in my journals, or I can use them. There's a bunch of envelopes. I don't think I meant to pick those up. Yeah, I can use them in my journals, or, you know, with an order if I want a nice card to write a note to someone, my customer or whatever, or happy mail, you know, great for that, right? So those are going in my card drawer. And so I showed you all that. And the last thing I have to show you today is just some notepads. I have, you saw my paper drawer, if you saw my 2 videos on cleaning out my 2 paper drawers. But, you know, I don't know. I just love to put, these were a little bit unique, and I've been using a lot of my notepads lately in all my little junk journals I've made in the last few weeks. So I have cleared that drawer out a lot. So these are perfect to fold in half, or, you know, you make with a flip over or something. But I just thought these were different than anything I have. So like, here's a Christmassy one. I can use that right away. This one I had already, one of these, and I think I used most of it. So here's a couple more I just found this past weekend. And these little ones, I never, really hardly ever find any this small. So unique, very unique. And then the long, narrow ones I always love, because those are perfect to put in a journal somewhere. There's so many spots you can put something like that into, right? Christmassy, and then just pretty. Here's a small, oh, this was a little address. Yeah, this is a little address book. First of all, the cover's pretty, and then you've got little address papers that I can use, you know. And then a St. Jude. Here's another St. Jude. They have the cutest little notepads. This one has an owl. This one has gingerbread men, so I can use that right away. And then this is a, I have some Post-its, and I kind of have trouble using those in my journals. Sometimes I'll just put one in and say, you know, this is a Post-it, so you can move it around wherever you want, because you can't really put them in a pocket or anything, because you have that sticky part. But when I was here, I was like, this is so pretty. I really like it, but it's a Post-it. So I thought, well, you know what? I could just cut the sticky part off. Like, just cut it off. And then you have a short little note, you know, piece of note paper. So I just thought of that this weekend when I was at the estate sale. I was like, why don't I just cut off the sticky part and use the rest of it? Why am I getting all hung up on the sticky part of a Post-it note? So that's an idea for you. If you have Post-it notes and you're not using them in your junk journals, cut off the sticky part. Like, hello, why didn't I think of that before? Anyway, that's it for tonight. I might have some more goodies to share with you another day, but I don't want to make this video any longer. But I do have some more, so I'll show you that in another video. So see you next time. Happy thrifting and happy crafting. See you later.